want to take a trip to Hawaii, though. Because I be bragging about Hawaii like I done been there, and I ain't been there. I be bragging about how the reggae culture is so rich in Hawaii. And it's only because that's what I be hearing. And now we got one of the queens of reggae on the line with us right now, Hirie Music.
Hey.
Hey, gorgeous.
What's up?
Girl, I've been trying to
How
talk to you.
are you?
I've been trying to talk to you for weeks. I find you to be
Thanks
so.
for having me.
I find you to be so creative and amazing. And like this segment is for bands, and you're one of those people who, although you're a separate entity, you clearly tour on the band circuit extremely heavy. So explain your band affiliation and how you really got into this band culture where you're literally taking it from Hawaii to California, Florida, everywhere.
Yeah, so back in 2011, 2010, I moved to California, and at around 2013, I started pursuing a career in reggae music and just doing what I love and my passion, which is reggae.
Yeah.
And, you know, growing up in Hawaii, like you said, and you will learn because we're going to have you out here soon,
Yeah.
it sounds like.
I'm working with Big Koa. Big Koa got to bring me out there, you know what I'm saying?
He's the perfect guy to bring you out there,
Yeah,
for
man.
sure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, I came to Cali and I put my band together, and you know, we got our first offer when our first single dropped, and we've been on the road ever since. So
You got your
pre-COVID,
first offer when your first single dropped. You say it so
Yeah.
nonchalantly, but do you realize how difficult that is?
Yeah, I also realized there's just not many female reggae artists in the U.S. scene. So, you know, it was really humbling for us to get to go out and to do what we do now.
Girl, that's how Rihanna bust. I remember I did an interview with Rihanna when she just broke into the scene, and literally that's how her career worked. She did a demo, her mom gave it to somebody heard it, Jay-Z got it, and then there's Rihanna. You know, so you know.
I would love for Jay-Z to hear my album, but
Girl, but the thing I love about you is, you know, you are a true creative at heart. And I always feel like the most amazing creative people come from places of pain and from struggle. So to hear your story and to hear, like, you know, you were one of those people that constantly move around, going from Philippines to Italy to Hawaii, you know, because you're the daughter of an ambassador, so you have no choice, really. I mean, how did you then form your sound, or how did you figure out who you are? How did you do all that, constantly moving, constantly having to be the daughter of a UN ambassador, and constantly having a bag of people from different places acting like they know you when they just met you, you know?
I think that I'll always have an identity crisis. Honestly, I'm in London right now, actually, with my dad. So I'm a British citizen.
Girl.
I've lived in the U.S. since 1999.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we've traveled all over the world, but I don't think there's ever any one place that I'll ever see myself as that's where I belong. You know, you go to England, I don't look or fit in like anybody else. I don't talk like them. Philippines, where I was born, and my mom is Filipina. I don't look or talk like them.
Yeah.
In Hawaii, I'm not Hawaiian. You know, it's really interesting. So I just consider myself a global citizen, but I think that's what makes me so you know, have so much empathy towards every culture and every style of music. So
is that how you got into reggae? Was that your love for reggae?
I mean, I always tell people the reason why I love reggae so much is when you hear the bubble, when you hear that whoop, 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 I feel like I'm in the womb again. Like I feel like I'm in my mother's womb and I'm listening to that bubble. That's it.
Wow.
Wow, they just brought me a drink because I'm in the corner of the Italian cafe. So
Girl, I wish I could get me a drink right now. Take a sip for me. What you got over there?
Cheers.
What you
it looks like a double tequila.
Girl, what? You gotta put something in there. You gotta. Oh Lord, I felt it in my chest. No, man.
I like pain.
No, yes, let's talk about the fact that you like pain. My girl, I feel like you're my spirit twin. Tattoos. But you're not like me where you're going to get the tattoo and you're like, yes, do it again. You're the one that
that's exactly what I'm doing.
You're the one delivering the yes.
I get to deliver the pain now, and I do actually enjoy that so much.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, well, get ready to do my tattoo. We just have to decide what we're doing. We're just going to have a whole lot of painful fun together.
Well, I've been told that I'm very light-handed, so I won't hurt you as much as you probably want me to.
This conversation sounds very left field. Let's bring it back on track, Hirie. No, but how did you get into tattoos?
So when COVID happened and the whole break, everything just went down and musicians, we didn't have any work. My tattoo artist that, he does all of my stuff.
Yeah.
He flew over to San Diego and he set me up with a station and said, you know what? If you can't play for your fans, you're going to tattoo them. And I thought, wow. So that was a way for me to, it was a way to generate income at a time where no income was being made for a musician, but also to have one-on-one and something that I never had before. You're spending an hour at a time with one fan.
Yeah.
And you're sharing this experience and you're breaking them open and you're tattooing them.
So
and
you
they're
just
in pain.
kind of got thrown into tattooing like a parent will throw a kid in the pond and say, go swim?
Exactly. And I was scared and I said, shouldn't I practice on some fake skin? Or he said, nope, you're going to do it the old school way. You're going to see what fans are willing and able to let you practice on them. And within that first year of COVID, I tattooed 200 fans.
What? Okay,
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I am definitely getting my tattoo from you for sure. Now, I also want to know because, mental health is something that, on the island of Jamaica, it's still taboo. We're trying to get more people to open up and talk about it. And then that way they can help themselves heal. Because let's face it, everybody can't afford a therapist. But if you understand that you're not alone in a lot of the battles you have mentally, it is a big help and a push forward to self-healing. And you've been open about your anxiety, your bouts with depression, and even your diagnosis of bipolar. I mean, talk to me about how you found ways to heal, because we know it's never gone. It's always going to pop back in. But how you found ways to heal and I guess maintain it.
Yeah. I mean, maintaining is an interesting word, isn't it? You can't tame a beast.
Yeah, you can. We can only do our best.
Yeah, but for me, the main thing was always I always wished that I kept a diary.
Yeah.
And it took me many years to realize that when I was writing music, that was my diary. So I didn't lose that mentality, and I just thought, if I can put into words how I'm feeling and I can express it, that someone's going to relate. Yeah. Someone's going to understand, this new album we have coming out in September. It's called Mood Swing.
Yeah.
And I am openly bipolar, and it perfectly describes what it's like for me when I put on the right song and I go from a very manic happiness to a very low sadness, or maybe the opposite, and I'm swinging up. But it is really important to me that we speak about it, and that I speak about it when other people don't feel like they want to.
Exactly. Like, people don't understand the mood swings are not always so containable. It's like, if you feel it, it just exits. As you feel it, it's
exactly.
Yeah. So I try to explain it to people, but I find explaining it to people is just mute. So I'd rather just go in my bubble and play some music. So let's play some music.
So many people, they go unnoticed too. Sorry for interrupting.
No,
they don't even realize they might be swinging on this swing and not realize it. They just think, why am I feeling so happy today? Or why am I feeling so sad? Or why do I feel nothing?
Yeah.
And you know what? Diagnosis aside, that's just a human term that we put to it. It's just the human experience. And that's what makes it okay.
Yes, and it is okay. That's what more people need to understand. You're not alone when you're going through those mood swings. And it's okay if today you don't even want to see a soul. What's not okay.
It's okay if you take a double shot of tequila too.
Girl, I'm about to join you as soon as I get off this radio dial. I'm just trying to be good on air. You feel me? I got my vape in my purse though. So puff in the bathroom, but don't tell nobody. Okay, so like I was saying, let's get back to the music. Don't choke. Here's You Got a New Song. We're going to talk about it after. This was Spragga Benz. And by the way, Jamaica, Spragga Benz just dropped his film Second Chance in Jamaica. It's officially in your local theater. So make sure you go check it out. But here is Hirie. Yeah, she's Hirie with an H. Hirie music. And Spragga Benz. I miss you.
Love entry. Write it down every day in the diary.
I miss you.
I like
And there goes the vape. I love you. Absolutely. To death. Hirie music.
You know what I'm doing out here too, Nikki?
What?
I'm across the street from a Collie Buds concert here in Camden
Say
Town,
word.
London.
That's my dude. You gotta tell him I said what's up.
Finally, just come around. Bam.
What?
Let's go.
No,
Yeah,
I mean,
so I found out that he's playing out here, and I said, it's just not. It's not serendipitous enough. It's fate. So I said,
Wait.
okay, it's sold out.
that's
It's
not on
sold
purpose?
out.
You weren't there on purpose?
No, I
What?
had no idea, and I landed here from Lancaster earlier today in the
Yeah.
afternoon, and I saw that he was playing, so I DM'd him, and I was like, "Yo, what's up? Can you get your girl in?"
Like, really?
And in his beautiful Bermuda accent, I'm sure, he was just like, "Of course."
Exactly.
And he covered me. So.
No, my favorite
Yeah.
Collie Buds is Tomorrow's Another Day. Like, I can't get enough of that
Yeah.
song. Yeah, so that's going to be a good concert. Enjoy for me and you. And that's what I try to tell everyone here on the island. Like, there are so many artists waving the reggae flag, and they don't even understand the levels of these acts, and you won't even hear them on the radio in Jamaica. So that's why I'm trying to change it, and not just make sure you guys get play, but I want to make sure I bring you guys on the island more consistently.
I cannot thank you enough, and the same way I would equivalently thank the radio DJs in Hawaii that introduced us to Gregory Isaacs and all these Yellow Man, all these bands that we would have never heard of, Buju, or they showed us all this music, and they have their own style, right? Jamaican, Hawaiian, we call it Jawaiian music, island music.
Hold on, talk to me about the radio though, while we're talking about that, because I'm always telling them, and make sure you tell me if I'm right or wrong, because from what I heard, radio in Hawaii, you guys have a rule where it has to be a certain amount of reggae music. Is that factual? How does that work?
That's wrong. What happens is there are a bunch of just purely reggae stations in Hawaii. So, you have Island 98.5, they only play, island reggae and roots reggae music. And then you have the, 100.3, the 93.1. And then the special station that's quite hidden is one on Maui. And you have to be certain parts of my island to catch it. It's 103.7. And they play roots reggae.
Nice.
And that's like, we were hearing some stuff that, other people weren't playing. But again, that's where we learned about Steel Pulse. That's how I learned about Tanya Stevens, who's my favorite female artist.
Oh, well, we're going to have to put you two together. Have you met yet?
You already have a wife.
Sing it.
No, but I do DM her from time to time. I told her that she's my biggest influence, and
we
gonna
connect
I'm not
it.
sure if that's a good or bad thing.
Hold on. Let me put this on camera, because we're going to connect these dots right now. All right, repeat what you just said. I got you on camera.
Stop thinking about me. Can't eat, can't sleep, can't breathe. Oh, I hope you wind up lonely. I'm Tanya Stevens' #1 fan on the island of Oahu. I can say that much.
All right, I got you. I got you. Say less. Hirie Music is on the line. How did you link up with Spragga Benz? How did that song come together?
So I started working on this new album with Ricky Blaze and Lamar Pro.
Oh
and,
my gosh, Ricky Blaze!
Ricky Blaze, MIA. He's worked on so many great artists that I've loved. And when I linked up with Ineffable and Adam specifically, he suggested Ricky Blaze. I looked up his discography, fell in love right away. Ricky Blaze suggested that we bring Lamar to the studio as well.
Nice.
So when we went out there, we just started listing out all of our favorite artists. And when I was writing I Miss You, they said, I think we can find a feature for that. And I said, who would it be? They said, let me get back to you. And all I got was a text message one day with the track, and it had Spragga Benz on it. And I was like,
what?
There's no way in any world or universe I would have been able to get Spragga Benz on the song. And here he was. And it wasn't just one verse, right? It was two.
Yep.
And he just, his words, I literally read his lyrics out to my band and said, look at how poetic this man is. If somebody wrote me a letter like that, I would have married them in a second. His lyrics are so beautiful.
Girl, I wanted to marry him after I saw him in Shatta's, that jewelry store scene. He had me at hello.
I'm telling you. And I got to meet him this weekend. I got to meet him in Baltimore.
Oh, nice.
He actually flew He flew to Reggae Rise at Baltimore and performed "I Miss You" with me on stage.
That's what I'm talking. So when are we gonna get the video?
And Nikki, I had food poisoning, and he gave me this drip concoction of like some chloroform, like some really Ital, like tincture. And it saved me. It saved my stomach, and I performed. And shout out to Sprague Benz for that, man. I'm going to put a video out soon. I have a video.
His next step is to ask you for your hand in marriage. Be careful, be careful, be careful.
Well, I'll have to be divorced first, so.
Well, we'll leave that alone then. Okay. Hirie Music is on the line. Blacklist, what is that about?
So I wrote Blacklist in the shoes of the women that are at home while their husbands or their significant others are on tour, and they're thinking, where are they? Why aren't they answering my calls? Are they being faithful?
Yeah.
And I thought, how cool would it be to write a song from that perspective? So it's, waiting by the phone, you're not calling home, you're keeping me disguised when you're on the road. Blacklist, that's it, you're on your own. And I thought that was a really nice way for women to fight back. And then Modest Yahoo goes on the track and says, he never admits to anything, which I thought was clever. He didn't admit, but he said, just leave the lights on, just leave the lights on. And his lyrics are really good. And I thought that was a really special message.
I thought Matas Yahoo stepped away from reggae. He done cut off his hair and got a vineyard and all kinds of things. He's still doing it, and good to know.
He's doing it, and he's doing it good, man. He had the best set I've ever seen him play at the Baltimore Reggae Rise Up.
All right, well, let's check it out. Blacklist, Matas Yahoo, and Hirie Music.
Before my love was gone and I was torn away.
I swear, it's a toxic ship. A very toxic ship.
Toxic.
You know what I mean? I believe, but sometimes those toxic ships be like really fun. I'm sorry. They
love his lyrics, man. I won't be back until these bills get paid. Them say I got it made. I trade my time away.
That's what I'm saying.
I love it.
It just reminds you that when he gets home, it's gonna be sweeter. Yeah, I know.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, I know.
If you're let inside.
Yes. That's a whole different subject. Big up to Matas Yahoo, though. I need to try his wine from his vineyard. I've heard so many good things. All right, Hirie Music is on the line now. Before you go to the Collie Buds concert and before we go to commercial break, let everybody know where to follow you and what they should be looking for going forward.
I just want to start out by saying big ups to Jamaica. I mean, you guys are the homeland, and you're the reason why we do what we do. We're just the grandchildren down here trying to pick the fruit.
I call y'all the mixed babies. I call y'all the mixed babies. Yeah. That's what I say. Y'all the mixed babies of reggae. So little Hawaiian, little reggae babies.
And shout out to all the great artists that are coming at me. Chronix has been a really big beacon for us out here. Nice. Lila Ike, I love you
that's
so
my girl.
much.
That's my girl.
Joby J. God, I've been listening to Lightning Mortimer. I listen to that every morning.
That's my song.
Rima, Calm Down.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's the best way to wake up in the morning. But if you want to find me, it's Hirie Music. It's Hirie with an H because I'm from Hawaii. So I just took the state capital, H-I, and I threw it onto the word Hirie. Yeah. And I do all my social media myself. So if you want to personally reach out to me, that's me reaching right back out to you. So I want to thank everybody. And thank you, Nikki Z. I can't say enough about you and just feeling so supported by the community. And we love you guys, respect you, and just want to learn more from you.
Girl, I'm already booked for Cali vibes. I'm going to see you next year in California. I see you right over there.
I'm ready for that tattoo, girl. I'm ready for that tattoo.
Yes, I am getting my Hirie tattoo. I just got to think about, I want something tribal, something that represents the lioness in me, something that roars without exactly roaring,
Okay.
I don't want the lion, but I want something lioness.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'll
Let's
think
go to
about
this.
that.
Respect. Respect is the name of the song.
Yes.
You want to say anything about it before we go?
Yeah, I mean, Respect was a song that I wrote, and I just wanted to put a message out there for everyone that feels like, you're not necessarily proud of where you came from or how you were raised. Maybe you didn't have the best upbringing.
Yeah.
But everything that happened made you who you are, and that makes you so special and so unique. So even if you don't like it, you have to respect it. You have to respect the story that made you.
That is it. Hirie Music. It's The Bridge 99. Thank you, Mom. I'ma see you soon.